Hello and welcome to the Whispers of Remembrance. I am Kynra, joined by my co-creative partner Ori, and together we create the Whispers of Remembrance. Today we have a whisper from Spirit titled, The Whisper to End the War Within. There comes a moment in the heart's journey when we can no longer pretend we are separate. No longer ignore the ache that comes from forgetting what we are made of. No longer justify the inner divisions that mirror the chaos we see all around us. This whisper is for that moment. It is for the soul who has grown weary of taking sides, even within themselves. It is for the one who has glimpsed that love does not sort, divide, or conquer, but enfolds, unites, and remembers. You may have been taught that God chooses some and forsakes others, that you must earn your way back to the divine, that love is something distant, doled out in measure. But here, we are invited into a deeper knowing, a sacred truth, not spoken loudly in this world, yet woven in the very essence of our being. God never divides what love has made one. Let these words come not only to your ears, but to the center of your being. Let them untangle the lies of unworthiness and separation. Let them bring you home. We begin, as always, in remembrance. The whisper from the divine. God unites all. God never separates us into parts to pit one against another, for that would be a war against the whole, the one, the all. God is in all, and God is of all, and this is not yet understood nor lived. God is never absent. God is always in love, as love. This is what you are meant to experience. Love. God. And so it is. We move now to the reflection. In a world fractured by fear, division, and spiritual confusion, this whisper speaks not only to the aching hearts of individuals, but to the collective body that has forgotten its wholeness. We've learned to define ourselves by opposition, by who is right and who is wrong, who is chosen and who is not, who belongs and who does not. But this fragmenting of identity and spirit is not of God. It is not of love. To pit parts of ourselves or parts of humanity against each other is to forget the fundamental truth of divine oneness. Every soul, every spark of being, every breath is a movement of God. We are not enemies. We are emanations. And the war we feel outside is a reflection of the war within. A resistance we're holding to the truth that God is never absent. God has not abandoned us. God has not abandoned the world. We have simply ceased to remember where to look. This whisper is not a doctrine. It is a reorientation of being, a call to remember, to love, as the only true way to know God. And so it is. We are love, each and every one. We may not be behaving as such, because we are not holding the true remembrance. But once we tune in and we step into that journey of remembering, we come to the realization of who we truly are, emanations of the one, the only God of all. And we turn now to the journal prompts for a deeper self-reflection. Where in your life have you felt separation from God? And what story grew from that experience? Where in your life have you felt the separation from God? And what story grew from that experience? Notice what you notice, feel what you feel. Next journal prompt. What parts of yourself or others have you unconsciously judged as not of God? What parts of yourself or others have you unconsciously judged as not of God? Notice what you notice, feel what you feel. Next journal prompt. What would it feel like to live from the knowing that God is always present as love? What would it feel like to live from the knowing that God is always present as love? Notice what you notice and feel what you feel. And the final journal prompt for today's whisper. How can I reconcile the parts of myself I've set against each other? How can I reconcile the parts of myself I've set against each other? Notice what you notice and feel what you feel. Now we have some meditative action steps. Step number 1, daily pause of presence. Each morning, place your hand on your heart and whisper, God is here. God is love. I am part of the whole. Action step number 2, practice seeing God in all. Choose one person today, especially someone you struggle with, and consciously look for the divine in them. Choose one person, especially someone you struggle with, and consciously look for the divine in them. And our final meditative action step for today. Reunite the inner fragments. Journal or speak aloud to a part of yourself you often reject, be it doubt, anger, or fear. Say, you are not the enemy. You are part of the whole. I love you. Journal or speak aloud to a part of yourself you often reject, doubt, anger, or fear. And say aloud to this part, you are not the enemy. You are part of the whole, and I love you. And we move now to the affirmations. God is never absent from my life. God is never absent from my life. God is never absent from my life. Love is the presence that reveals the divine in all things. Love is the presence that reveals the divine in all things. Love is the presence that reveals the divine in all things. I am part of the one. I am part of the one. I am part of the one. I release the inner war and return to the peace of oneness. I release the inner war and return to the peace of oneness. I release the inner war and return to the peace of oneness. God is love, and love lives in me now. God is love, and love lives in me now. God is love, and love lives in me now. And we move now to our closing blessing. May the veil of separation fall gently from your eyes. May the war within you find its end. May every breath remind you that God is not far away, but here, in this moment, in this heartbeat, in the love that flows through all things. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are of God, and God is ever present. And so it is. I am Kynra, joined by Ori, and together we thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to this whisper with us. May this whisper flow deep within your heart and bless your every moment. Until the next whisper, may you go in peace, filled with love, dancing in the joy of remembrance. Bye-bye.